俺はクタクタ。
ねえノイラ、私と寝たい？いいのよ、照れなくても。
俺はロリコンじゃねえの。
無理しなくてもいいのに。
I recently watched an anime called California Crisis. It was very good. It's an OVA, and it's only 45 minutes long, and it's a self-contained story, at least as far as I know. And it was very good. Basically, it was made in the 80s, like all good things, and it's essentially an American action movie, but not really a spoof. It's more of a tribute. People who call it a spoof, they have very small brains. We'll get more into that later, though. Now, why is this good? When most people are pseudo-intellectuals, and they think that they're above 80s or 70s action movies. They think they're really simplistic. I don't like them. They're fucking dumbasses, right? Essentially. Now, what makes this good? Well, first of all, the characters. The characters are funny, well acted, and they look nice. Also, the music. The music is top tier. The action, the scenes, the movement, all of that's very nice. I saw someone on my anime list bitch about it, and he had like a K-On profile picture, so I just, threw his opinion in the trash. We'll get back to that guy, though, because I want to do an expose on him. This is very important. Just hold your horses. Now, the story is very rudimentary, but it does what it needs to do. It's something about like an alien artifact, a spacer minder, or something like that. And it follows primarily two people, Marcia and Neora, something like that, kind of a weird name. They start out in Southern California, where the other color lives, as opposed to North California, which is primarily inhabited by us civilized people. That's neither here nor there, though. Start around San Diego, then they head up to LA, and then eventually they wind up in Death Valley, or I guess as the Japanese call it, Death Valley, or something. And this shit is great. Like, the action scenes, the car chases, it doesn't take itself too seriously, but here's the thing, it doesn't do like that action movie spoof thing where it's like pretending to be ironic about stuff. Like, this is actually awesome to watch. I was laughing, and I wasn't just laughing because I'm like a pseudo-intellectual who thinks that, it's funny because it's bad. No, this shit's fucking good. It's well edited. They did it in 45 minutes, right? A fully contained story. It felt much longer, and in a good way, not a bad way, mind you. It's action-packed. There's a Persian cat. I like Persian cats. I think they have a very aristocratic demeanor to them. Let me just give you an example here of what I mean. This is a chase scene, and this shit is fucking awesome. Like, you have synth-laden music with guitars and riffs that sometimes come in. It's awesome. And there are pseudo-intellectuals who think that they're above this. They're like, I only like good anime, like Mushishi. Like, shut the fuck up! This shit's awesome! It's awesome!
だから警察に任せりゃよかったんだよ。
警察なんて大嫌いだもん。
俺だって好きじゃないけどよ。
Now that was awesome, wasn't it? Yeah, when I first saw that, I was laughing my ass off, and it was cool. It drew me into it like nothing else. Now, let's address the story really quickly, because I know that some pseudo-intellectuals will complain about it. And in one of my previous videos, I complained about story. But here's the thing that a lot of pseudo-intellectuals don't understand. They like to think about narratives in the abstract because they're stupid and dumb. But really, it depends what you're trying to do. The thing that makes the heroic legend of Arslan different from California Crisis is the heroic legend of Arslan is much more of a grand narrative-driven story with, morals and stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. Whereas California Crisis is a short, self-contained, action-packed adventure with... It's not long enough to fall victim to anime tropes. It's American and Japanese. Actually, no, fuck that. It's not American. It's fucking Californian. I'm tired. Like, I went on to my anime list, right, as I mentioned before, and there's some pseudo-intellectual, and he said, like, oh, this anime, it's like the most American. No, it's fucking California. It has Californian on the fucking name. You think we're the same as fucking Texas? No, we're Californian. Like, fuck off with that shit. We're the best for a reason. Right. Where was I? Yeah, stupid people, right. So basically, the narrative does what's needed, and it has an ending that's sort of left up to interpretation. And again, it doesn't take itself seriously because the narrative is just kind of there. It's the characters that drive it. They act off each other very well, right? Like, you have the main character whose name I'm not even going to try and say because it's stupid. That's the only bad part about this. The main character's name is fucking dumb. And he's like kind of like an apathetic alcoholic or something like that. Not really an alcoholic. He just drinks a lot, like Yang Wenli or something like that. Right? Now, here's the thing, right? So he's kind of like a reluctant hero, right? Then you have Marcia, who's a naive and inexperienced, let's not say the L word, but she's essentially like an adventurous type. And they play off each other very well. Very humorous. And then you have like the stupid cat, right? Well, not stupid. He's a good cat, right? That's the core cast. And then there's some other side characters that I won't go into because you can watch the fucking thing for yourself. It's probably free on YouTube. It's basically like abandonware, but whatever you call that for anime. And that pushes it along very well. And then you have, the action and the music. And these pseudo-intellectuals have the fucking nerve to say that it's bad. Like, how can you say that it's bad? Like, it's unreal. This is the part of the video that's, that's really important. Because this stuff really needs to be said. There are retard pseudo-intellectuals out here who are trying to ruin everything for everyone with their pseudo-intellectualism. Let me I just pulled up a My Anime List page, This is a good, My Anime List is a good barometer for the general well-being of the public, and what I get from this is that we're fucked. We're fucked. We're probably gonna go extinct soon. So this is from Anime List user Caro Retro. What a fucked up name. And he says, probably she now, allegedly, based on, the general trends. He says, aside from the character designs and music, this anime has little to offer. The animation is minimal and badly directed. Who fucking cares, dude? Like, it does what it needs to do, and it's action-packed, and the visuals are nice, right? You have, like, these glossy, gleamy 80s cars and well-known Californian landmarks in, like, LA, like Hard Rock Cafe and etc., places in Death Valley, and so on and so forth. Let's skip ahead here. Many scenes confusingly edited together. If this shit is confusing for you, you should get your fucking head looked at, dumbass. Like, it's a fucking action movie. Like, this is how I know that this individual is a pseudo-intellectual, right? 'Cause, like, they say stuff while trying to sound smart, while not actually, like, genuinely bringing something to the table, right? Most of this OVA consists of an uninteresting chase. Chase scenes are always interesting, provided that they're done well, just like the one in this fucking OVA. That is practically non-existent. Who fucking cares? Like, you're stupid, dude. Like, Jesus. Having zero payoff in the end. What do you mean zero payoff? Have you even watched it? Like, these are the people that look for, like, meaning in things that are really stupid. Like, this is the type of person that would, like, cry at the end of, some garbage like, Attack on Titan or Full Metal Alchemist or Naruto. Maybe Goku or Pirate. Yeah, this guy's a dumbass. What do you mean there's no, like... Yeah, so basically this is a good anime and you should watch it. Action films are good, and this anime is awesome. I've decided to actually put some clips in here. I normally don't do this because I don't think that the unwashed masses are deserving, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Overall, I'd probably say that this is an 8 out of 10. It's a real shame that it wasn't, you know, serialized or something, whatever you call it. But, you know, perhaps it's better off that way. You wouldn't want it turning into something stupid.